go level 7,000.
Number 934 Tango Jacksonville Center, the tamp altimeter is 3020.
2020.
What did she say?
3020. It sounded like 20.
That's what I thought.
Well, that would be very low pressure.
Yeah, I was going to say, what the?
In fact, I read back 2020. There's a pressure below which, via the regulations, you're not allowed to fly. I can't recall what that pressure is. It's like, I think it's like 28, which is quite low.
Yeah.
Like if you're in the eye of a hurricane.
Right, I was going to say.
125.17.
Well, welcome aboard the Debonair, folks. Plane I never get to fly. Haven't flown this plane in about a week, but before that we had a 3-week hiatus because I'm flying everybody else's plane. So I finally get to fly my own. Kind of, because Cole's flying in the left seat. How's the plane flying?
Perfect.
Great. That's one thing about Bonanza, they trim out very nicely.
I'll have higher in a minute.
We have a 4-man's autopilot going right now. No pitch servo, but it's trimmed so nicely, and there's so little
Frontier Flight 1143 Jacksonville Center.
turbulence. You can just leave it here, it would fly itself.
260, Mike.
This will definitely spoil you when you're used to flying a 172.
Yeah. You know, and you can buy an E-Series Bonanza built in the 50s for probably cheaper than you could buy a used 172 these days.
Oh yeah.
It's not going to go quite as fast as this plane or as a 520 or 550 equipped Bonanza, but it's still a Bonanza. And the aerodynamic qualities of it are the same.
Region 899 Jacksonville Center, climb maintain level 260.
Of course, then you have to deal with you think this airplane's old.
Frontier Flight 1143.
Imagine owning a 1948.
What year is this?
Bonanza, 1960. And of course, those, the older Bonanzas don't just have smaller rudder vaders,
Number 47 November X-ray Jacksonville Center.
but I think they're also more prone to corrosion, generally speaking. So then you've got to, it's time to replace it. You've got to find the magnesium it takes to reskin it. And
Frontier Flight 1143, climb maintain level 200.
that's gotten quite difficult to do.
Continue climb to 200 for flight 1143.
That's what you'll hear Jeff talk about
Number
this.
6 here on Mike, fly heading
He's really concerned
295
about what would happen if
260 Mike.
Somebody like inadvertently backs his Bonanza into the hangar wall and ruins his rudder vaders. He doesn't know where he'd go to get new rudder vaders.
3664, 18.5, climbing flight level 200.
Oh, hey, I've got a quiz for you.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this. I mean, one would think a CFII would know this fact. I didn't realize this until recently. So we're going back to Quincy, right? We filed IFR. We're heading back from St. Pete. We filed IFR back at whatever, 9,000 feet. So very clear. You have to file an alternate.
Region 899, clear direct fly line.
Yeah, I would think so. You would always have to. You always have to put an alternate in, right?
Why is that?
Well, you never, things change.
Climb and maintain 210.
Weather changes, ceiling drop.
So you do have to file an alternate, but not for that reason.
Okay.
So you know the 1-2-3 rule, right?
Climb maintain level 260.
The 1-2-3 rule is you have to file an alternate if for 1 hour before or after your estimated time of arrival, the ceiling is less than 2,000 feet. Or visibility is less than 3 miles, so 1-2-3.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll be checking on United 743 Jacksonville Center.
Outside of that, you don't
level 220.
have to file an alternate.
Level 220, United 743.
But there is a qualifier. If the airport, your destination airport, is not served by an instrument approach procedure, you have to file an alternate.
Oh, okay.
I didn't realize that until
Flight
recently.
1143 contact.
So all these years I've been flying to Quincy from St. Pete, points beyond, and I haven't filed an alternate. Because I'm like, well, it's going to be, it's clear above 12,000 and visibility 10 miles or greater.
Right.
Don't have to do it. Well, I do.
91,
'Cause,
contact Tampa approach 118.8.
Some ornery pilot
118.8 Delta 20.
convinced the FAA to eliminate the GPS approach at the Quincy Airport. And then, of course, now the VOR Alpha approach is out of service.
Yeah, so you don't have anything.
Climb maintain level 230.
And you know what that means. When you have to file an alternate, you've got to have enough fuel to fly from the destination airport to the alternate and 45 minutes beyond.
Right. So you have to stop for fuel.
6 Delta Jacksonville Center, the Tampa altimeter is 301.
On a day like today, for example, we're gonna fly back. I think we can probably just go back fly following. That's what I'm gonna do from now on if it's VFR.
Right.
But yeah, if we're IFR, we're going back to Quincy. Even if it's like marginal VFR and it's 3,000 feet, 2,500 feet, and visibility is 6 miles or greater, we would still have to file an
Number
alternate.
34 Tango to maintain 5,000.
Down 5,000, 34 Tango. We're flying down, folks, to St. Pete, Albert Whitted. There at Papa Golf, one of the finest general aviation airports in the entire world, in my humble opinion. Don't you agree?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Got a restaurant right there on the field, the hangar. Great controllers.
59320.
American 593, Jacksonville Center. How far for you shortly?
Yeah, when Bethany and I flew down there, it was a blast a few months ago. I was tickled to death about that.
Oh, the location can't be beat. I mean, I've gone into Albert Whitted too many times to count, but I, you know,
33.32 chat, 47 November
it's
X-ray.
still exhilarating every time I go in.
Well, they make you feel like $1 million in a 172.
Yeah, and you only pay a $5 ramp fee.
Right.
I think it's $10 if you eat at the restaurant. They take $5 off.
Sun Country 344, contact Jack Center 125.17.
2517.
You know, one of the line guys there, I think he'll be working today.
Air Transport 3735, contact
Is
Jack
from
Center
Quincy,
125.
or he has
yeah,
family in Quincy. Yeah. Did you meet him? When
No, I remember you telling me about that.
He's a good guy. So we are descending now to the south of
Good afternoon, JetBlue 574,
Cedar Key.
level 12000.
When you pass Cedar Key, they always descend you to 5,000. Tampa approach once arrivals at 5,000 or
Climate
lower.
maintain 210, JetBlue 574.
United 743, contact Jack Center 125.17.
And you see why, because you'll see jets coming in at 9,000 feet, 8,000 feet, 9,000 feet, headed east.
17, good day, 72960.
Oh, here's another one. I didn't know how to do this calculation until recently. You know what a
Runway 11, cleared at Cross City.
standard takeoff climb gradient is?
Standard takeoff climb?
IFR, yeah, standard. So when you're flying instrument,
no, I don't.
standard climb gradient, it's 200 feet per nautical mile.
574, climb maintain flight level 240.
And I didn't know how to calculate that. Like, you know, I fly a lot of different airplanes, and they all have different climb speeds. And this one, you know, we like to climb at 120 knots.
Right,
roughly.
right.
You can climb, I guess you could, if you wanted to, you can climb slower. You can climb at VY, or even VX. VX is slower than that. 120 is a cruise climb. But anyway, there's an easy way to calculate it, and it's your ground speed divided by 60 minutes, multiplied by the required climb gradient. So if it's standard, for example, it would be, here, let me do the math. I wasn't very good at math. So 120 divided by 60.
American 593, climb maintain level 260.
Multiplied by 200.
260, American 593.
So to meet the standard climb gradient in this plane, we'd have to climb at 400 feet a minute.
12517, Delta 13.
They want 200 feet per nautical mile. In this plane, at our climb speed, it would be 400 feet a minute that we'd have to maintain to meet that.
Get ready to start down now, ma'am.
There are, a lot of times, there will be non-standard
Good afternoon,
takeoff climb gradients. Like, you know, 432 feet per nautical mile.
Right.
Like, well, how do I figure that? Well, now I know. I just use that formula. It works for any airplane.
Yeah.
I think it's terrific. And that's apparently that's a common weakness on instrument rating practical exams and the orals. I'm glad Robbie didn't ask me about that in my oral because I had no idea.
Jack Center, 5.
Hey, Tampa approach, good afternoon. Bonanza 934 Tango, level 5,000 with the weather at Whitted.
Bonanza 934 Tango, Tampa approach welcome. You can expect visual approach runway 7 at Whitted.
We'll expect. Listen, people, listen.
Got somebody else.
095, there is some traffic
I see that.
about a mile north of you, northeast at 3000 BE33.
Traffic, 12 o'clock. Low, 1 mile.
Traffic.
Advised him.
Blackbird 142.
Traffic,
turn 10
12
degrees
o'clock.
left.
10 degrees left, Hunter 142.
A little too late on that advisory, if you ask me.
I picked it out.
Coast Guard 1714, just fly heading 180 for now if you don't mind. You're kind of right in the middle of my approach corridor for St. Pete and Whitted, and I got aircraft going to both. So 180 on the heading if you can. I'll get you over to south of McGill for the holding. How long do you have until you guys are supposed to execute that flyover?
All right, heading 180 for now. Get us that direction. The flyover is
This
at
is him around here.
1300 local.
Okay, we got a little bit of time then. That's fine. 180, and I'll have you eastbound on course in about 8 miles.
Coast Guard 1714 copies.
Traffic alert, November 934 Tango. Traffic 11 o'clock and a mile southbound. Altitude indicates 2,000. If traffic's not in sight, suggest you climb immediately to 2,500.
Wilco 34 Tango, traffic not in sight.
Snapshot 196, contact approach 119.9er now, 19.9.
19.9, thanks for your help again, Snapshot 196.
November 22237, contact St. Pete Tower 118.3. We'll see you.
118.3, see ya. 22237.
Debonair 34 Tango, that traffic now about 11 o'clock and a mile. Altitude indicates 2,000.
Oh, got him. Traffic now inside 34 Tango.
Number 934 Tango, you can continue descent at your discretion. Again, cleared visual approach runway 7 at Whitted, and go ahead and contact Whitted Tower now, 127.4. You have a great day.
Contact Tower, thanks for the help, 34 Tango. Hey, Whitted Tower, good afternoon. Bonanza 934 Tango, inbound visual, runway 7.
It's a 934 Tango, Whitted Tower, roger. Set up for straight in runway 7. Wind, calm, altimeter 3013.
All right, straight in for 7, 34 Tango. All right, gas on here to make your prop. Let's begin our descent.
Do you have the airport in sight?
I do, sir.
All right, sir, you can turn it towards the runway. Your traffic
And
is on a
slow her
1.5
down a
mile
little bit.
final, about 2 miles ahead of you.
19
so you
inches
can turn
maybe.
it towards the runway.
And let's get that nose
your
down.
number 2, clear to land.
We're pretty high.
7 Papa Tango, number 2, cleared land, runway 07, and looking for traffic. Thank you.
Number 54067, yeah, you're going to have to give me a right turn northbound to follow him. He's northwest of you.
Is he north of us or south of us?
Yeah, you can give me an ident.
Ident 067.
I'll give you a glide slope here. Visual
Okay,
7.
yeah, I had another one southwest there. I thought it might have been you.
And go full bridge on the
Yeah,
mixture if you would.
Fly due south.
Okay, we'll do southbound here, 067.
More power, more power, more power. Yeah, don't take it back below
And you'll be
15
number
inches.
5. I'll keep you advised.
Okay.
Okay, you're good at this altitude, so just level off, let it slow down to below 140. That's our gear extension speed.
November 82746. I can bring
And when
you
it
in
does,
before
then you can
the,
drop the gear.
aircraft, the IFR there. We got plenty of space, and you can go ahead and turn your right base.
Turn base, 746.
Number 82746, your traffic on a 1 mile final. Number 2, clear to land.
Traffic inside 746. Clear to land, runway 7, 746.
Okay, you can lower the gear now.
Number Debonair 34 Tango, you'll be following Cherokee traffic turning right base at your 2 o'clock and about 2 miles.
Roger, 34 Tango.
Tower 067 has the traffic on straight and final.
067, yes, you'll be following that traffic. You can set up to follow.
Here's your glide slope, by the way. You're a little bit low, but that's all right.
34
Looking for
Tango,
those
that
birds.
traffic's good sequence now. He's 2 miles ahead of you, the Cherokee turning final.
Roger, 34 Tango.
And Tower 746, like to make this a full stop.
746 is clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 7, 746.
Number 067, you still have the Debonair in sight?
Negative, just lost him, 067.
Right, if you're heading southbound, it'll be at your 10 o'clock and about 2.5 miles. He's at 900 foot, approaching a 3 mile final, 4 mile final.
Okay, yeah, we got him inside 067.
067, roger, you're number 3 now following that traffic, clear to land.
Number 3, clear to land 7, 067.
Gas on gears, mixture, and prop. Cups check complete. Want to go ahead and extend flaps. Gotta get slow anyway. We're on the wide arc.
Flaps down.
Right. And you're gonna have to properly trim a little nose up.
Number 7, Papa Tango, left turn there on Delta, and taxi to parking this frequency.
You want me to stay with you?
Yes, sir, you can stay on this frequency. Thanks for your help out there, appreciate it.
My pleasure. I'm sorry for the radio. I don't know what happened.
That's no problem. I just had to make sure you heard me.
Have not been cleared to land yet.
This is a high performance bird.
Roger that.
I see him rolling out, I think.
He's hanging out there. He hasn't moved yet.
You have him in sight, right?
Yeah. Now he's moving.
Okay.
Number 82746, turn right Alpha 4, then right on Alpha 2, parking this frequency.
Right, Alpha 4 Alpha, parking this frequency, 746.
And birds.
Tower Bonanza 934 Tango, we clear to land runway 7.
Number 34 Tango, yes sir, you are clear to land.
Clear to land runway 7, 34 Tango. He didn't clear us before. Looking good, looking good.
Little low.
Well, in that case, you had power.
Yep.
067, how's the spacing here?
Sorry, say again?
How's the spacing for 067?
Absolutely perfect.
Wonderful.
The aircraft's on about a half-mile final. You got about a 2-mile space.
Roger.
Number 621 Delta Golf, Whitted, there's going to be a little bit of time before they can get you out. They said if you would like, now it's up to you. If you want to depart VFR squawking 1200, I'll get you out of the airport range here and I can switch you over to them and they'll give you your IFR.
Sure, we can do that, yes. So I'll go VFR and then I'll stay with you and then you switch me over and they'll give me the IFR.
Got the power.
So they'll give you the IFR as soon as they pick you up. But right now they can't clear you IFR because of traffic. But I can get you clear and then we'll get started. So just hold short right now. I've got landing traffic and hold short on runway 7 and I'll be right back with you.
All right.
Roger that, thank you.
Sir, I need you to read back, hold short runway 7.
Keep throttle in now, don't let it die.
Hold short.
We'll go down here. That's all right.
Yep.
Thank you. Room 934 Tango, are you going to the FBO?
Affirmative.
Sir, left turn when ready. And join Delta westbound to the terminal of this frequency. Just contact ground when you come back out.
Roger, left turn, and Delta will stay with you 34 Tango.